Just got back from watching WWDC. Well, I didn't go, but I watched it on the computer. It was long, but there was some very good stuff. Let me show you what I thought was pretty cool. We're going to start with Vision Pro. Starting 28th June in China, Japan, and Singapore, Vision Pro will be available. I know Canada's like right there, and you guys still can't get it. I don't know what that's about. Anyways, Canada, Australia, France, Germany, and the UK will be able to have the Vision Pro starting 12th of July. We all know this gesture, but now it's going to be, if you do it this way, home menu. If you do it this way, kind of control center, what time is it thing. You can now make your older photos into 3D photos. Weird thing. So Canon, for their EOS R7 camera, they're making a lens, a spatial lens. One thing I had a problem with on my Vision Pro was that whenever I wanted to have my friend try it, I'd have to give them a guest account, right? And the guest account makes you go through all the settings and all the like how to use it features every single time. Now they have recent guest users. Let's get into iOS 18. So finally, new home screen customization. You can also change the colors. So when you put your phone into dark mode, the apps will also go into dark mode if you want. You can change the colors of your apps. It's a good step in the right direction. Apple would profit so much off a theme store, like, oh my God. Now Control Center is getting a pretty nice upgrade. Rather than just having that Control Center, you can also swipe or hold down and scroll down to basically separate categories of controls. Go into like music or your HomeKit and have like all your HomeKit icons there and customize the icons, make them bigger and smaller. You can also change those two kind of like lock screen widget things like the camera and the flashlight. They don't have to be that anymore. You can make your camera Snapchat camera. You can make your flashlight, I don't know, whatever you want to make it. Now, Apple did something that I feel like is going to ruin a lot of relationships, probably for the better, because if you're arguing about it anyways, there's some problems. So now you can lock your apps, which basically just means that you're going to have to use your Face ID, your Touch ID, or your passcode to access certain apps if the owner of the phone locks it. So if your boyfriend, girlfriend, partner locks an app on their phone, you're going to get that, hey, put in your passcode screen. And it gets better. You can actually hide apps and it won't show up in your system search history. Nothing. It will be like it does not exist. So iMessage, you have these things where if you hold down, you can tab out, you can like it, reply. Well, now you can use any emoji you want to reply. Also, the icons have changed. You can also do send later. If you're like me and you forget people's birthdays a lot, now they will never think that you've forgotten them again. I don't know how far it can go forward, but if it can tell my dad and my grandma and my sisters happy birthday every year at 10 a.m., oh my God, I'm gonna actually have a family reunion to go back to. Text effects, they've upgraded those and you can now do it so it's specific to one word. So if you highlight a word, it will give you the option for text effects and what you want to do. iPhones have SOS via satellite, yeah? Which means if you're in a place with no service and you only have the SOS icon, you can connect to a satellite by pointing your phone up at the sky and call emergency services. Now you can text whoever you want using that. So if you're in a place with no reception, you can still text your friends and family. That way, if it is your time, the last person you talk to is not going to be the popo. Nicer reality than help. Can I talk to my family? No, sir. No, you can't. You can talk to me. That might have been a little dark, but I think you get what I'm saying. On a lighter note, tap to cash. You tap iPhones, you can send Apple Cash. Gaming mode is coming to iPhone. Whatever background stuff is running on your phone gets minimized so that you can focus on gaming. It's going to boost your performance, boost your FPS. It'll help your phone run for longer while you're gaming. So it's all good things. Okay, let's go on to AirPods. Just for a quick second, because it's very short. Using Siri, there's a new feature where you can just nod your head like this or like this whenever someone calls you, and you get voice isolation on AirPods Pro. I thought you already had that, but I guess not. For watchOS, I honestly didn't see that much. Basically, you get vitals, translate, new views for pregnancy, which, okay, that's probably pretty big, but other than that, it doesn't honestly seem like much changed at all. It's kind of disappointing. Let's go on to iPad OS. When you're screen sharing with one of your friends on FaceTime, you can actually draw and they'll be able to see, and I think they'll be able to see where you're tapping as well. Finally get a calculator on an iPad. It is insane that it's taken that long. And now there's something new called Math Notes. You can write out equations and it will solve it for you. And it does advanced equations too. I'm thinking a lot more of you are going to be bringing your iPad to classes now. Let's go on to macOS Sequoia. It obviously can do everything you get on iOS 18 aside from like pencil stuff basically. You can full on use your iPhone on your Mac, like fully use your iPhone, and you just use the trackpad as the touch gestures. Your phone stays locked the whole time you're doing it, like it's just there. If someone was to pick up your phone, it's just like it's locked. I wonder if like you get your phone stolen, if you can just like wipe it that way. Maybe we'll try that later. This feature is called iPhone mirroring. I'm definitely going to use that way too much. You get notifications to your phone. It just pops up like a Mac notification. You can respond. You can use the keyboard. Another nice thing that I've been wanting, and I have a whole third-party app dedicated to this. Windows that snap into place. Do you know how long I've been wanting that? I don't understand why that wasn't like a thing from the beginning. That's been on Windows since like 1999. Probably not, but a long time. Now, this is where I'm just like a bit shocked. Gaming on Mac is seeming like it's going to become more of a reality. I know you can already technically game on Mac, you can play Resident Evil, Baldur's Gate, but you can do a lot more now. They're going to bring the newest Assassin's Creed game, ray tracing, everything. It looks beautiful, man. Brand new game meant for next gen consoles on a Mac. That is unheard of. Where the is Skyrim? I just want to play Skyrim. If I can mod and play Skyrim on a Mac, I do not need anything else. I do not need a PC. Also, that Assassin's Creed game is coming to iPad. They could just make the Mac Pro a gaming computer. And I think the main kind of showstopper was Apple Intelligence, which is Apple's AI. Think of everything that ChatGPT can do and every like AI generator, image generator. It's that. It does that. It rewrites text for you. It can go through emails. It can summarize your notifications. It's a combination of all of them. It takes everything that you can think of when you think of AI and puts it into one assistant. The generative image thing, it just looks like every AI image generator out there. Like, it does not look Apple at all. It's so funny. It's cool they can do that. I was expecting like a more Memoji cartoonish style. Siri is also getting a nice upgrade, but to be honest, it didn't sound like the voice was any more natural. The design changed, so it's full screen now. One thing I think we should all listen to and just take with caution, Siri will be able to understand and take more actions in more apps over time. I don't want Siri to have access to everything, because here's how it works from how they explained it. It's Siri. It's on your phone. It has all your information, all your contacts, all your phone numbers, everything. And it uses that to help you. They made a big deal about how it doesn't take your information or ask for your information. Well, that's because it already has your information. But on a nicer note, it can help you find your driver's license number. And then kind of like I said earlier, if you have emails, texts, anything like that you want rewritten, it'll do that. It can basically write a reply for you. If someone texts you a long email, it can summarize it and then give you like a quick reply. Same thing with texts. So technically you're not responding anymore, but you still have to click the response that you want. They have a Genmoji, which is like you make your own emoji based on text. More likely you're going to use the image playground, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's image creation using AI, so you could make your mom in a superhero costume. On the iPad, you have a pretty cool feature called Image Wand. So if you have like a sketch in your notes, it can take that sketch and make it an AI generated image. But it can also take text around that. If you have an empty space, and it will make an image about the text that you're talking about. Search for specific photos. So if you're like, hey, I want you to find that photo of me with spiky hair and the red jacket on, it will find it. You can record calls now, but they're notified that you're recording it. It also transcribes it. And then for some things that Siri just can't handle, ChatGPT is gonna basically be built in. Yeah, so that was pretty much the entire event. Overall, pretty good. Did you guys watch the event? What are you most looking forward to of the things that I just listed? What do you think is the coolest? Let me know in the comments. Check out my socials in the link below. I don't have an outro. I try to upload once a week. I will make videos about what you want to know. Also, it doesn't have to be about Apple or tech, by the way. I like music. Or Japan. I'm Japanese. This means half. あと日本語話せるよ。おやすみ。